people who told you that the cell phone policy wasn't working. I don't know if you have a petition, do you have notes from the teachers? Do you have anything substantiating when you say the students have decided?
Are you saying that you'd like to know our source for where, our reason for believing that students are opposed to the cell phone policy? Well, we are their elected representatives. I ran my campaign mainly with posters talking about getting changes started on this policy. And I think, wouldn't you agree that there's a consensus among the student body?
Yes, I would agree. Actually, with my campaign, we went into classrooms and gave speeches and asked the students what they would like for us to change. And cell phone usage was one of the top things they wanted to be changed.
I mean, if you want us to give you a petition, we'll give you a petition because we're dedicating to making sure changes occur in this policy that are better for the school as a whole.
I think you answered my question.
Okay. Are there any other questions, Mr. Bell?
I have, Aaron, can you tell me what were the other things that were on the top of the list? You said there were things.
Well, cell phone usage, of course. We were working, well, better lunch always because students aren't really ever happy with cafeteria lunch. A time to be able to talk to the student government representatives to speak about what their problems in the school are so we can reach out and try to fix things. Bathrooms were another topic that because our bathrooms aren't the best and that, school bathrooms. There's a bunch more, but I can't really remember right now. We had a whole list though. So.
All right.
Is the bathrooms about cleanliness?
Mm-hmm.
And so do you have in mind some specific changes to the cell phone policy? I mean, you don't need to delineate them now.
Well, I won't get into any specifics, but basically what we're suggesting is that the policy be changed from where it currently stands to a policy that would, to a statement within the Code of Conduct that stipulates that a teacher has the ability to take a student's cell phone if a student is using the cell phone inappropriately, for example, while a teacher is teaching. But we would also want it provided for within the policy that using a cell phone responsibly during lunch or in the halls between class constitutes appropriate use of a cell phone and is permissible.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions or comments?
And so I guess in order to facilitate, I did email you about being here today for this presentation, Mr. Bell. I don't know if you received my emails, but
I haven't seen it, but
okay.
yeah,
but we
that's
at
not
the
your fault. That's my fault. I just haven't.
I understand, but we at the student government would like to begin working towards changes in this policy because we don't think it promotes safety in our schools. We don't think it creates a better classroom environment, and we think that it costs considerable difficulty and inconvenience to both students and teachers alike.
When we finish, I'll give you an email. You can email me that information tomorrow, and I'll access it tomorrow because I don't have time to do it.
Of course, of course.
Let me put a question. Let me ask you, have you shared these ideas with Ms. Ray, the principal administration at Asheville High?
I sent her an email, but I got back an email saying that the server was down, that she would be back in town at August 10th. So I haven't, I tried to contact Ms. Ray prior to coming to the school board, but I was unable to do so. It's obviously harder for us to conduct business during the summer, but she was part of the discussion at, say, school planning and management team meetings, and I think, I don't want to put Ms. Ray in an uncomfortable position, and I'm certainly not going to speak for her, but I do think she approves of what we're here to do.
Thank you.
So I guess I'll be contacting you about working for a better policy. Thank you.
Yeah, if you'll just, yeah, and thank you both for coming and giving us your opinion and your views. We will definitely have a discussion about this. I don't want to commit to you that we'll be ready to give you some finale at the next board meeting, but we will talk about it and have a discussion.
Of course, we understand that decisions like this take time.
Yeah.
Are
And
you
I
writing
think,
your email down now?
Yeah.
I think the other thing that would be helpful is for you, and maybe it's included in your email to Mr. Bell, but what you think would be a better policy, what the changes are to the policy that you would like, and if we could have some feedback from the faculty and how they feel about it. If there's any way to get some sort of a consensus there.
Of course, we understand that there's a decision-making process. We just want to get the ball rolling.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think
Do
you've achieved that.
which policy covers this? That you can pull it up on the website, and then you can use that to transcribe what you think the changes should be on
Okay,
the
as a-
existing policy? So that would be helpful for you as well.
That's a good
Absolutely,
idea.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you go ahead and start this?
And that ends the public comments. Next, I think on the agenda, we have the qualified school construction bond presentation. And here representing Donnie Luke is Miss
Amy Dowd.
Amy Dowdy. I'm sorry.
Thank you, members of the board. I'm going to introduce Amy and set the stage for why this is on the agenda. Your agenda says Qualified School Construction Bonds, QSCB, I believe is the acronym. Last spring, the board contracted with ADS, Architectural Design Studios, to begin some renovations at Asheville High School. I think at our retreat, we outlined sprinkler system in the attic, renovating the old cafeteria, and begin design work on renovating the science labs in the main building at Asheville High. Since that time, through the ARA money, America Reinvestment and Recovery Act, there are some funds that have been funneled through the Department of Public Instruction to school districts, and we have applied for our share of that money, which is just slightly under $1.3 million. We have not yet heard whether that has been approved, but in order to submit a plan for the money, we had to show what we were going to do with it. And there was a very tight timeline, which necessitated us going back and looking at other projects that we talked about doing at Asheville High, since there's a number of projects that need to be completed there. And ADS has responded, and what we want to do tonight is to give you an update as to what those new projects are that qualify for this money. So Amy Dowdy is here from ADS. Amy?
All right, hi.
Welcome.
Hi.
We're going to go ahead and start tonight. I'm going to run you through an update on the situation with the renovations and additions work here. As we look at the campus, look at it from above, and we're looking at it now so that McDowell Street's at the bottom of the screen, Victoria Road is up at the top. Our primary focus with these projects has been a number of improvements to the main building on campus, and also some work at the deck, the plaza that lies between the ROTC building and the Griffin Arena. Let's start looking at that right now. This plaza has been a source of trouble for you for some years now. It has been patched and patched and patched and continues to be a source of leaks onto the locker rooms down below. It is our marching orders to remedy this situation, to take care of